When we think about the work of a film director, how much do we actually know? After all, they are the people that sit in the fold-out canvas chairs yelling action through a megaphone, right? But what a director does is actually so much more than that. They are the key driving force for a film's visual and artistic structure. They work closely with the actors and are the narrative voice through pre-production, production, and post-production of a film. In possibly the most demanding role on set, directors are there from creation to final execution. The success of the film ultimately lies on their shoulders. A director's job begins with pre-production, reading and breaking down a script. Here, they decide how they will tell the story and how they want the audience to see this story. A director must be thoughtful, critical, and above all, great at envisioning a scene. They must develop the tone, style, and the narrative beat of the film. Usually, this is a collaboration with the director of photography to create the composition and framing of shots through well-drafted storyboards and shot lists. Next, the director must learn everything about their characters and begin the all-important process of casting. Depending on the production, the casting department will organize a pre-reading, watch actors' self-taped auditions, and organize a casting session. This is where the director handpicks actors they believe align with their vision for the film. At the same time, the director coordinates with the production designer to scout locations. Here they will determine the size, style, and concept of the places required for each scene. Once production of the film commences, the director works strongly with the actors during rehearsals and shooting to elicit the best performances possible. With this being said, however, the director should avoid pushing or forcing the actor's delivery if it is not yet ready. Lenore Decavin once wrote that patience is one of the most important values for a director to have on set. She wrote that a director's talent simply lies in knowing when to give the next direction. During shooting, the director will also be the main link between the creative departments and the technical crew. They will be decisive in all things camera, lighting, sound, and design. The director will have the ability to think quickly on their feet, problem solve, and make final decisions for every aspect of each take and the daily rushes. The director's job will often continue until after shooting has ended for the day. Being in this role requires great physical and mental strength to ensure a film's entire production runs smoothly. This brings me to the final step of a director's role, post-production. The director works with the editor to develop the film's assembly, rough cuts, and lastly, the fine cut. All of these processes must lead to a clear and artful story. This is usually the most tedious and detailed aspect of a film's creation. It tests all levels of the director's original vision, spanning back to the pre-production stage. Sometimes the original narrative gets completely changed, revamped, and improved through just simply watching it play out on screen. Visual effects, sound, and color correction are then added to move the film into its final cut. So what makes a great director? If you have a clear vision, a passion for storytelling, and an ability to be a leader, then you are on the right track. Film is a complex but rewarding platform within the arts. It allows critical thinking and self-expression for wider society. If you have something to say, filmmaking is a great way to say it.